Hello, my fellow aspirants. I am Satji Singh Saini. I have recently cleared the SBI PO examination 2020. So I am going to share my interview experience in this video. The first of all I want to say is that we need to understand what is the purpose of interview. Interview is not an interrogation center. Interview is about the an exercise conducted to know about the personality of the candidate. So the environment was very cordial. The interview panel was very friendly. The high ranking officials, they were very friendly, they were very polite, and they asked me questions, and I gave them answers very freely, because interview is a platform where you have the freedom to express what is in your mind. And the main purpose of the interview is to um, judge whether the candidate who has sufficient knowledge, can he speak in front of others, can he give different ideas, can he give different solutions. So this is the main purpose of the interview. So in my panel there were 5 members. Each of the member will have your biodata form, and the seating arrangement was, the two were on my left side, two were on my right, and the chairman was right in front of me. There was no table in between, because generally we see in YouTube the mock interviews there is a table in between, but no, there was no table in between. The reason for that was to judge whether the candidate is nervous or not, what is his foot movement. So this is also very important. Your body posture, you should be sitting upright, you should not move your feet when tough questions are being asked from you. You should have the calm and composure in front of the panel members. So I will start with the questions that were asked to me. Chairperson was the one who initiated the interview. He asked me about myself. So I said I am Sajid Singh Saini. I have done my computer engineering from Thapar Institute, from Thapar University, Patiala, in 2019, and currently I am preparing for government examinations. So he looked at my CGPAs. My CGPA were quite good, 8.82. My college is also very good, so it's a reputed college. So he said you could have easily settled into an IT sector. Then why you chose banking? I think this was the question that made my day. That made the luck in favor of mine, because I said the banking sector fascinates me, financial sector fascinates me. So he said, "Oh, the financial sector fascinates you." I go, "Yes, sir. I am interested in financial sector. That is why I wanted to enter this domain." So he said, "Okay. So since you are interested in banking sector," so he asked me about what are the risks in banking sector. So I told him the risks. He said, "Can you think of the other risks?" So I talked about cybersecurity risk, because obviously I have done computer engineering, so I have to give the answer in that sense. That sense. So he asked me what is cyber security risk. So I told him about that. So he said, what is NPA and what is the NPA crisis the banks are facing, and what are the um, provisions that a bank manager have, or as an officer you have, if you are facing the NPA crisis. So I said I have Surface C, IBC, Committee of Creditors, Mission Indradhanush. We can have also a bad bank. So then he followed my questions on bad bank. What is bad bank? So I told him about it clears the balance sheet of the banks and reduces the provisioning cost. So he asked me about what is the provisioning cost. So I told him about that. So then he asked the member two to ask me questions. So the member two asked me about financial inclusion, and then he asked me about the schemes related to financial inclusions. So I said Jandhan and direct benefit transfer and Jam Trinity. So he was very surprised. He said, "What is Jam Trinity?" So I said it is the Jandhan, Aadhaar, and Mobile Trinity. So he said, "What is the advantage of Jam Trinity?" So I explained him in detail. Then he talked about MSME sector, the new classifications that the government has done through the legislation that was enacted in 2020. So he asked me about how MSME sector is important. He asked me, and then he asked me about para banking and narrow banking. So then he gave the baton to the member three. So member three was very friendly. He was sitting just right next to me. So he asked me about the functions of RBI. So I enumerated all the functions. But then suddenly he asked me a question: who regulate the insurance sector? So I think this was the one of the tricky question, because he first asked me what are the functions of RBI, and then he said who regulates the insurance sector. He was expecting that I would have answered that the RBI regulates the insurance sector, but I gave the right answer. I said no, sir. IRDAI regulates the insurance sector. So he was quite impressed. So he asked me about the recent current affair. So he said, "Ki, what do you read to be to know about what is happening around in your surroundings?" So I said, sir, I read two newspapers, the Hindu and the Indian Express. So he asked me, he tell me about the latest news. So there was an NSE crash that time, and then he said something, some other news. So I said the price fluctuations of gold, because I was thinking that I should all should connect the current affairs with the banking sector. So he said, tell me something more. Another news. So I said ki SBI has launched a new online platform. So he said no, something another news. So I said ki in Myanmar the coup has taken place. He said something related to India. So I said, sir, there are many current affairs, so I am not able to judge which one I should speak. So he said, ki, tell me about the elections in India. Which states are undergoing elections. So I told him about sir, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and then Assam and West Bengal are having elections in the upcoming months. My interview was on 7th of March. So okay, so he then asked me ki, one Indian company has acquired a business overseas. Do you know about the news? So I have read that news ki the Wipro has acquired a company. So I said, sir, Wipro has acquired. So he said, which company Wipro has acquired? So I said, sir, I am not able to recall the name, but I know the first letter of the company. It was C. The company name is starting with C. Okay, the sir said, yes, yes, yes. It is. It starts from C. Take a guess. Take a guess. It's a very common name. I said, I just thought for a 10-20 seconds. I said, sir, no, I am not able to recall. So he said, don't, it doesn't matter. So I then said, ki, sir, Wipro has acquired it for $1.8 billion. So he said, good, good, good. And then he gave to the member 4. Member 4 was a madam, and she asked me only technical questions, because when I saw her face, she was looking at my mark sheet of my engineering. So and I have already talked about cybersecurity earlier. So she only asked me about cybersecurity. She asked me about phishing attacks, scammers. She asked me about denial of service attack, man in the middle attack. She asked me about what is firewall. I talked about IP tables, the Linux inbuilt firewalls, and DMZ, demilitarized zone, that every corporation has to safeguard itself from cyber attacks. Then he asked me about the various type of cyber networks, hub model, star topography, and bus system. So I gave her the answers. She was very satisfied. And the member 5, he was the one who was asking tough questions. It was not tough. I think it was a level up questions, one level up from the what others have asked. So he asked me about FATF. I said the Financial Action Task Force. So he said, what is the function of FATF? So I told him all about that anti-money laundering and terror financing, because Pakistan issue was in news, because it could have slipped into the blacklist along with Iran and North Korea. So that is why he asked me about FATF. Then he asked me about what is money laundering. So I gave him the answer. Then he asked the counter questions. Do you know what steps are there in money laundering? So I gave it a very brief explanation in very layman terms. No. He said, no. What are the technical terms? And do you know the technical terms that are being used in money laundering? So I said, no, sir, I'm not aware about that. And then he asked me about Amazonia. Amazonia was the satellite that was launched by ISRO. It was a recent current affair. So, and I gave the answer. And he asked one more question after Amazonia, which I am unable to recall at this point. But in interview, I was unable to answer that question. So I said, sorry, sir, I am unable to recall. I have read it somewhere, but I am unable to recall. So then the chairman, sir, said, nice talking to you. So you can leave now. So I stood up very silently without any noise and went to the door. in a very calm and composed manner. I walk very patiently. So, because if you walk fast, it gives uh, a sense to the other person that he is running away from the interview. It seems like he feels that the burden has been picked up from the shoulders, and now it's time to run from the interview room. So I stood up, walked. I thanked each and every member and the chairperson, and walked very patiently. So this was my interview experience. The most important thing is I did self preparation for interview. Uh, and the one thing that I have analyzed from this interview is that you have to be very aware about the current happenings, especially to the banking and financial sector. And you should know about the basics of economy and banking. So I had already done NCRT class 12 macroeconomics book, as well as I had done the Indian economy Ramesh Singh, and Indian economy by Sanjeev Verma. So because I have already read that these books, they helped me a lot during my interview, because each and every question they asked, I was able to give a very satisfactory answer. So I got 46 marks out of 50, which is a good score. Some people have got more, about 48 also some people have got. So I am unable to tell ki what my shortcomings were, that I was not given 48 marks, but still I think 46 marks were quite good. So this was all my interview experience. The most important thing is you need to work on yourself. You need to know how to speak in front of others, how to give your viewpoints in a clear manner, because we can write easily, but when we are asked to speak, we lack that confidence. So this is the thing you need to work upon. This the confidence is very important. So you can give mock interviews if you want. I hadn't given any mock interview because I didn't feel that I needed any mocks, because from my school days I was very confident in speaking in front of others. I participated in various debates, quizzes, district quizzes. I have represented my school at many various forums. So I was always very confident, yeah, I will be able to speak. So this is my interview experience. I have also talked about the analysis, that the interview is very current oriented, and the current affairs that are linked to the banking and financial sector are most important. You need to understand the basics, the inherent features of the banking system and the way the economy functions. So if you have prepared well, you know all these basic things about economics, Indian banking, financial system, capital markets. I think you will fare very well in the interview. The only condition being you should have that confidence, and you should. So this is all, that's all the best. In the next video I will talk about my mains experience. Till then, bye bye. Let me know in the comment section how you like how this video helped you, and you can ask any of your queries in the comment section. I will be waiting for your comments. Thank you, bye bye, all the best, God bless all.